Apologies are in order. It appears I may have underestimated the fire rockets a tiny bit in my top 5 worst Shogun 2 units video. Hi, my name is MrSmartDonkey, and in this video I'm going to explain why fire rockets aren't as bad as I made them out to be. Disclaimer, it probably helps if you've seen the top 5 worst Shogun 2 units video. There will be a link in the description. I recommend watching it before watching this. Truth be told, after finishing the video I didn't feel too confident about my choice anymore. I thought I would still place them in the top 5 however, but perhaps on number 5 rather than number 3. Which is why I ended up leaving the list the way it was, rather than redoing the entire video, since it was close enough for my liking. Now that the video is uploaded and you have voiced your opinion, I'm not so sure they should have been in the top 5 in the first place. It's not like there's a massive uproar and literally none of you agree with my choice to put them in the list, but there's one fatal feature I failed to mention which redeems the unit to a large degree. Apparently if you hit a horse with a fire rocket, the horse goes boom. Fire rockets are an insane anti-cav unit, something I hadn't realized until it was pointed out to me. In my defense, anti-cav is not the first thing you think of when you think fire rockets, right? Say goodbye to your Yaris and Naganatas, just plop a few of these units in an army and say bye bye to the enemy cavalry. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but fire rockets effectively really do destroy cavalry. All that being said, my points still stand. They're absolutely amazing against cavalry, but after that their value drops drastically. Archers will still be able to take them out in a volley or two. You could always attempt to run away from the archers and use their superior range, but that will leave them vulnerable to cavalry. They might be good against said cavalry, but if cavalry has been staying out of range waiting for the opportune moment to strike, they will go down in mere moments. That being said, you could say part of their value comes from keeping cavalry out of the fight, but if we go that deep we're not talking about playing against AI anymore. One point I didn't touch on the original video, that slightly helps my original view, is their recruitment requirements. In order to recruit fire rockets you need the arsenal building, for which you require the gunpowder mastery art. As I have said before, I rate units on their usefulness at the respective time you recruit them in a campaign. I almost never end up getting gunpowder mastery in my campaigns unless I'm explicitly going for faction specific units like the Shimazu heavy gunners, or I want to actually be able to use some of the Hojo units. I tend to finish my campaigns far before I'd ever actually be able to unlock the masteries as well as build the buildings required, since there are other masteries that take priority. Fire rockets are a specialty unit. You can't rely on them in every situation like you can with regular archers. You wouldn't stop recruiting archers and only recruit fire rockets, they would complement each other instead, meaning you don't skip out on masteries that unlock better archers in favor of getting fire rockets. You'd have to make a choice which to go for first, and for me that choice will always be archers. In those rare cases that I would go for gunpowder mastery, it would be a late game choice, meaning that I've likely already captured most of the map, and at that point getting a unit like fire rockets in my army would just be to spice things up rather than actually needing them. In closure, with my newly acquired knowledge I don't think I'd put fire rockets on the top 5 worst units list anymore, although I don't think they would be too far off either. On that note, some of you didn't agree with some of my other choices, mainly the fire projecting mangonels. Don't expect a special apology video for them, they just suck, accept it. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you can all forgive my horrendous mistake. Thank you all very much for watching, hope you've enjoyed, have a good day and goodbye.